Hi, I'm Jerry Drager, Drager's International Classic Sales in Burlington, Washington. We're here at Drager's Clubhouse, and I want to show you this vehicle. We're looking at a 1964 Mercury Parklane convertible here. And it's a car we've had twice now. We bought it from an estate in Seattle. It had been sitting for a long time when we picked them up with a rollback and took them in and had them all service and safety checked. I don't know if we put a new gas tank in it or not. It's hard to say, but we spent about $4,000 getting it all serviced and safety checked, going through all the brakes and everything else. And so we did all that, and then we sold it. And the gentleman called us and said, hey, he says, I've got some health issues and I want to sell them. And so I was more than happy to buy this back. He put disc brakes on it too, so it's got power disc brakes on the front, drums on the rear, so that all works good. And that was one of the big updates he did to it. You can see the chrome's nice on there. It's not perfect. Most of that wipes off there. Could be a little bit, but there's a little dent right there. Not much anything. The paint looks really good on this car. It's not perfect. I can find a little issues here and there, and it just, but it looks good, and it really drives good too. I mean, you watch the video of us going down the freeway in it, and it just drives great. And again, it's got the neat wheels on it. He also put these wheels on there along with the disc brakes. You can see the caliper right there. And those wheels just really make it look good. And all this looks good across through here. There's a little dent right up here on the top of the chrome strip right there, I see. You know, there's just little things I'm pointing at. And of course you can see this door panel looks really good. And it's clean in here. I mean, it's not a show car by any manner of means. I mean, all this would be replaced and stuff. But the carpets are good on it and decent. The seat, you can see it's missing the button right here, like this here is missing. That happens on those buttons. I've seen other upholstery like that. But you can see all this chrome across here looks good. The visors look good. The instrument panel looks good all across. What's it got for mileage?
Showing 67,911.
Yeah, and we don't know what that means, so we're selling an unknown mileage. And you can just see the bucket seats and everything. And I would tell you, this is original upholstery in this car. So I think this is leather. It looks like leather here too. This might be vinyl here with leather trim on it. I don't know. Anyway, it looks good. Seat backs look all good. And he also put those two cup holders in there on the console right there. And you can see right up there in front of the consoles the window switches, the electric windows. So putting the windows up and down and stuff, and that all works good. And the dash is really good and solid all the way across. The dash pad looks really good. I mean, you'll be impressed with this car. And as we go along here, you can see now it's got drums on the rear. This is like we talked about, and of course with the wheels on there. And there was something right here, I thought, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was.
There's a wrinkle right there, I think.
Right there, okay. I knew there was a little something. You can't hardly see anything, everybody can feel it. So, I mean, the paint itself looks really good. He had the rear bumper chrome too. I remember that. He said he got the rear bumper chrome. He wanted to re-chrome the front bumper because it's got a bit of a bad spot, and I'll show you up there. And I mean, there's a couple of issues right here. This is your gas door right here. It opens one way or the other.
From the top. You got to pull it out from the top.
You got a
spot right in the center.
Oh, right there. Okay. So there's your gas gauge right there. Or not the gas gauge, but gas tank to fill it. But again, you can see all this looks good. The paint looks decent on here. And again, it's not perfect paint. I mean, it looks good. But if you were in a show and they were judging your paint, you wouldn't get a high mark on it probably. But I got to tell you, it looks really good to me. So I like those chrome, the trim pieces on the bottom of the fenders there. All looks good. Nope, that was just a little whisker or something there. I didn't remember seeing anything per se. And I didn't close that door for you on the other side. I think there's a little bit of a spot right here. I can see.
Oh,
Yep.
yep.
There, right there is a little, like a bubble right there. So again, it's not perfect. But again, you can see that this side looks good and everything. It's a power seat on the other side. I don't even know if the power seat works on it.
I haven't tried it.
Yeah, me neither. So you can just see it. The door closes really good on it. So I talked about it. And these lights here, they work. It's a little turn signal. You can just see it's a little dull looking. Yeah, but the rest, it's just this one piece that's bad because the rest of the bumper, even though it's got a little dent right there in it, a couple of spots, but overall, I think you'll like this car very much. If you're looking for a cruiser that you can have a good time in driving, I think you'll like this car. So let's take a look at the 390 V8 in here. This is how you open the hoods right here. You see you got this little lever right here you pull, and then there's one right here on the hood that you pull it, release it. And you can see it's got new pads on the hood, underside of the hood. Maybe that's another reason why it's quiet. They've done stuff like that. And you can just see all this looks good. Did we put a new battery in it?
No.
Okay. So the battery's good, it starts good and everything else. Look at there, it looks like a new alternator down there almost. We didn't do that. And of course it's got power steering, as you can see. And of course it's got power disc brakes. It's a single brake master cylinder. And you can see it's got the rocker covers on there. What's that say underneath there? 390. That's what it says. Those Thunderbird valve covers on there, but it's a 390 engine. And it runs good. Everything looks good. You can see it's all painted up on that, the gold in there and everything. It just looks just decent. Anyway, we open up the trunk here and we're going to take a look inside. It's nothing fancy or anything. I know that's original paint on this underside of this hood. It just, you can see the tag here the way it is. You can see in here it's got the original old pad in here. This is a lug wrench for the wheels. It's got a spare tire. And you just see it's an old pad, but it doesn't look bad. And I don't know. Oh, it's kind of glued down here. Anyway, you can see right there, it's just good metal all the way around and stuff. You can see that's where it's glued right there. Anyway, nothing fancy here to see, but it all looks decent and solid. And it shuts good. Now we're going to show you the windows right here. You can see there's the power windows going up right there. They all work good. Whoop. That wasn't very good of me. I was holding them too close. So you can see it's going up. Slow. Probably go up faster if it was running, but it'll go down just fine. They all go down just fine. You can see that. Look at there.
It's hard to get your fingers on all the buttons.
Yeah. Anyway, you can see that works good. You heard the radio. We're playing that. And I don't think there's anything else we can show you. So if you got questions, don't be afraid to give us a call and ask us. There's the wind wing there. It up and down.
It's got a remote mirror too.
Oh, it's got a remote mirror on it too.
That works.
Okay. Super. And that window works just great. So I think you'll find this is a good car, and of course there's the glove box right there.
Clock doesn't.
The clock does not run. I watched that.
I think he replaced the Thunderbird clock, but he didn't do this one.
Yep.
Oh no, it's running. There it goes.
It's running right now,
Yep,
huh?
yep. It just started up.
Okay. Anyway, probably doesn't keep time. So you can see can you hear the fan? It's blowing cold air. These controls work good. Oh, we can turn this off. And the radio plays. And the clock actually is clicking away there. I don't think it keeps running all the time or anything else, but you can see it's running. So there's the lights, high beam, low beam, turn signal, wipers. Probably have to have it running for the wipers. They work.
Oh, there they go.
They work. Horn?
No horn.
No horn. They're electric wipers, just so you know. So there's tail lights, brake lights. There's the brake lights, turn signals. And we know that the rear reverse doesn't work well. It needs to be adjusted or something. I'm not sure. We've already serviced and safety checked it, so it's all ready to go. Other than the brake light, or the right side here will come on when you put it in reverse, but not fully. So we're going to take it out front so we can take some pictures of it. Just wanted to show it to you in action. So that black spot right there is a patch on the top, and it's been that way since before I bought it. And I bought it, what, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, and I bought it out of an estate, and it hadn't ran in about 5 or 6, 7 years. That patch was on there when I bought it. I just wanted to show it to you. Let's take a look on the outside here. You can see it from this side also. You can see it right there. Not much, it's just like a cut in there. Anyway, I want you to know about it, but it's been that way for years. We're going to put the top up for you right now so you can see it. The top works real good. And I showed you the bad spot there, or if I didn't, I will show you the bad spot. This also has a glass rear window in it back there, so you can see it came down, and we can latch it, but we're just going to put it right back down so you can see it. Put it back down. You can see the top works real good. Now we're going to show you this side of the car. That's a nice car. Paint is very nice on it. It's not perfect. I can see a little bit of lumps and bumps in it in places, but not much. I really think it looks really good. Now we're going to look at the left side of this car so you can see both sides here very well. You can just get a rough idea. It's a nice car. It's a good looking car.
Let's walk under this 64 Mercury. This tank looks like it's probably been replaced at one time. It doesn't look like it's brand new, but it just doesn't look like it's an original. This car's got dual exhaust. It's got like a resonator on the back end here. Their MagnaFlow. Anyway, they look nice, and these rear quarter panels look like they're pretty good shape. I don't know what's going on there. It looks like there may be some patch there. It looks like, feels like undercoat, but I don't see anything that looks crusty at all, like rust. But this side looks a little bit better. I don't know if that'll show up or not, but it's just bare metal there. I mean, it's been painted, but it doesn't have the undercoat feel like that other fender does. Rear end looks nice, painted black. You know, it's not super nice under here. I mean, the exhaust pipes are a little crusty in spots, but it doesn't look terrible. I mean, it looks like somebody assembled this themselves because it's got clamps. I don't see any welds on any of this exhaust, but it's quiet. It doesn't leak at all, so it's all sealed up nice. The frame's all in good shape. Floor pans are all solid. I didn't see anything in the way of rust anywhere that I could find. Sorry to keep my light moving here. I mean, all the rockers look good. I mean, there's some just surface, I don't even know if we'd call it corrosion because it doesn't feel rough at all, but it just, it's unpainted. It looks like there's some Bondo right there. So, I know it looks like a little crack there. That's about the worst I've seen in this whole body so far. I mean, look at that rocker panel, looks great. I mean, there's drain vents in there. I can't get my light up there to show you that, but I think you can see it. You know, it's not pretty under here, but it's all solid and the frame's straight. I just want to take my time and show you how straight everything is and solid it is. But again, you know, it's not beautiful. Crusty pipe again, but can't really complain about that because I don't think there's anything that's crusty under here. I don't know. Anyway, I think it'll preserve the way it is for a long, long time, unless you have it out in the rain or whatever. But as long as you keep it garaged, it'll stay in good shape for a long time. Anyway, nice solid car, and it's very unique. You know, it's a body style you just don't see it all. I'm sure we've mentioned this before, but we owned this car about 5 years ago, and anyway, Brad bought it from us. He changed the wheels on it and did a few things to it, and it really updated the look of the car. I mean, to me it looks sporty now, where before it looked like you know, just an old classic car. And I think it just changed the whole look of the vehicle. But I really like it just because it's kind of a unique car. And just it's cool looking too, I think. Anyway, there's another perspective. Hopefully it's lit up.
So how are we doing speed-wise?
Oh, it's showing about 50 and GPS is showing 47, 48.
So it's pretty close. Yeah. So this is one of those neat cars you don't see very often, and it is a nice driving car. It's comfortable. It doesn't rattle. We just went over a bump back there. You didn't hear anything rattling or anything. It runs good. It sounds good. Anyway, we're happy with this car. We've owned it. This is the second time we've owned it. So I think it's just a good looking car. We're going to go up onto I-5 now. Actually, we're going over I-5. As you can tell, it's that time of night when you got a lot of traffic. how are we doing now?
It's showing 70 on the speedometer, 68 on the GPS, so it's
That's pretty good. That's
Yeah.
real close. So I think you'll like driving this car. And how do you like it?
It drives great. Like I mean, it's easy, comfortable, full power steering, brakes work good, front end feels good, it's tight, quiet. I mean, convertible, not very noisy in here at all.
It's not very noisy in here at all. You're not a kid.
Yeah.
I thought about that earlier. And you just see it's cruising down the road really well. Oh, now he's stepping on it. What are you doing now?
Showing 80 on the speedo, 75 on here, so slow down a bit.
It slowed down a little bit. Sure drives nice, or rides nice, I should say. It's got good tires on it. It's got disc brakes on the front, power disc brakes, and drum brakes on the rear. This is my favorite corner to go around with Andrew.
I slowed down.
Anyway, this gives you a good chance to see it drive down the freeway and then do a little bit of road work going around the roundabout ahead here, and you just get a chance to see it run. Turn the right turn signal on. Oh yeah,
They won't work.
Yeah, but I was looking at the little thing up there. I don't know if you can see it very well in the camera, but they work.
Yeah,
So
both sides.
the little indicator lights in right at the front of the top of the fender. Yeah, this thing just right. Oh yeah, and I forgot.
And your drive from Tacoma to Olympia.
The radio works.
3 minutes on.
And I can hear the fan blowing. And it's nice and warm in here. So I know the heater works good. I like the color on this car too. It's something about this whole car. It just looks really good with the white top on it and everything. And it sounds good too. Not sure you can hear all that well, but I can. Back to Drager's Clubhouse here. I hope you enjoyed that short drive down the freeway, so get an idea how well it runs and drives. And you can see it's a good looking car. If you have any questions at all, give us a call at 206-533-9600. Thank you.